Welcome to this video tour of some of the site changes that Betfair has just introduced. The first thing you'll notice is that the site has had a redesign. If I scroll down the page, you can see some of the changes around the design and brand. The actual content of the page hasn't changed at all. We wanted to make it easier for certain parts of the site to stand out, so if I scroll the page again, you can see we've made the in-play area of the sports pages much darker, so it's easier to see which events are in play. You can still navigate to the top sports in priority order, and you can see events that are featured on the page as you did before. But now featured competitions under a sport are much easier to view. Plus you can still access all the key sports, and we still have the left-hand menu. One of the key areas of change to the site is around performance, particularly around navigation. If I go to football and go into this match, here you can see I'm in match odds. If I then navigate to correct score, the only thing that's changed on the page is the market. I'm going to go back to match odds and add a selection to the bet slip. If I then navigate to a different page, again, the only thing that's changed is the central area. Now let's look at the market view. Taking this football example, we've made it much easier to identify our head-to-head stats. If I open this up, we can see the head-to-head information we have for these two teams. We've also made it much easier to access fixed odds, and we've also added cash out to the market view. With cash out, if I place a bet on the correct score market, the bet is matched and cash out instantly appears on the market view. If you don't want cash out on your market view, or you want to re-enable it, you can do so through your preferences. Preferences are located around this little cog, which is available in the header on every single page. From here, I can remove cash out and re-enable it, and I can do a variety of other things. For example, if you want to disable or re-enable the instant games module, or you want to change how your odds are displayed or want to see market depth, you can do this through the preferences area of the site. I briefly touched on fixed odds earlier. Now let's have a better look at it. We've made it much easier to identify a fixed odds bet. We still have the fixed odds toggle here. If I click on this arrow here, I can change the way the fixed odds are shown, either as fractions or decimals. I'm going to leave them as decimals for the time being. And here you can see the fixed odds prices in decimals for these markets. The big difference here is the colour of the price buttons. For fixed odds, the price buttons are now green. This also ties into the colour of the toggle, and if I add a selection to the bet slip, this is also green. I'm just going to go to football and look at one of the coupons. Again, if I view this in the fixed odds mode, the whole coupon will change colour. And that takes me on to the multiples functionality. I can see all the fixed odds prices here in green, and I can add some selections to my bet slip. If I then go to multiples, I can place doubles, trebles, or different bet types from the bet slip. I can also add selections from other sports to add to my multiples. You don't have to view the coupon in fixed odds to place a multiple. If I go back to the exchange, and then I add some selections, if I go to the singles tab, I can place them as exchange back-only singles. But if I go to the multiples tab again, they're there as a multiple, but it's a fixed odds price you'll see. You will see the prices are different to the exchange, We cannot offer the same prices we do in the exchange for fixed odds multiples. Your odds are displayed under the Multiples tab, plus any accumulated odds, so if you want to place the treble, it will be displayed here. If I just stake this up, it will show my estimated profit for this treble. We have two ways of accessing a market or an event. If I click on the name of an event, that will take me to the event page for this match. I can access all the markets from the left-hand menu, or I can see the markets ordered in the different tabs. Now I'll go back to the sports page. If I want to access the market view for the primary market, I can click on this little arrow and I'm taken directly to the market view. I can also add this particular game to my favourites. Anytime you see a little star around the site, if you click on it, the market or the event will be added to your favourites. And if you look here, you can see this has been added. If I navigate around the site and open this, you can easily get back to your favourites. Now if I click on In Play, from the In Play page I can add games to my favourites as well. But also, if I add a game, you'll see Your In Play flashed. Now if I go into Your In Play, the games I've favourited appear here. Your In Play allows users to add games that are in play or games that are starting within an hour. And if you add those games to your favourites, when those games start or will start within an hour, they will be displayed in Your In Play. I can place bets from here and I can manage my position, so I can cash out or I can view price graphs. I can still navigate to the full market if I choose to, but this is a way to view more than one market for different events on a single page. I can also add more markets. I can go into the same game and add different markets. So I'll star that, click OK, go back to Your In Play, and the market has been added. It's not just match odds you can have in here. I can add any market I want. Click star, it'll be removed from my global favourites and it'll be removed from Your In Play. The biggest performance enhancement we've introduced is around the bet slip. We wanted to make sure that when you place a bet, the bet slip updates in real time. If I add a selection to the bet slip, the bet is matched, and instantly the P&L figures have updated and it's all happened in real time. Thank you for watching.